drop, and RPK taking a duel with Pith is going to be able to do a lot of damage. I'm going to be able to get a kill, however. And so far around, NiP, 4 men inside a drop.
Shox needs to hold on to this position. RPK cannot go down over there, but NiP just takes a different approach now. They finally go for that for that, not a split, but for a drop to A play. They will get backstabbed really quickly by the CTs. RPK and Shox picking up frags over there. RPK has Forest pinned down. Good headshot for him. Exist is the only one standing behind the CTs. Not really getting it done though. Screamy has him covered. And G2 win this first pistol round. And it was a real struggle though. NiP was running into that brick wall in drop zone, and they didn't really have another choice than to go for A, right?
That was very chaotic, if you ask me. Both the teams, over in drop, NiP looked a little lost. They were kind of completely cut off from both the angles, so decided just to take the call. All right, boys, let's just push for A, and some nice shots coming from RPK. 2 very important kills from him, and NiP, no time being wasted. Tech 9 armor, and they're just going to be making this very fast mid play. They do have a lurker that's Get Right, doing what Get Right does best, lurking around, but Smith's going to have none of it, going to open things up, taking on Freiburg, and that's a man advantage early on here for G2.
Yeah, and the Frenchmen know exactly where the terrorists are at the moment. They double peek into long. One of them goes down, but Smith with the instant reply. And now it's up to Shox holding on to A main. Quite aggressive play by him. But they have spotted the bomb, so they know exactly where the terrorists want to go. So they can think about where they can go from to that position.
Look at Get Right
from behind, yeah.
This is massive play from him. He's been spotted by Smiths, however. Tapping away. Ooh, and Smiths with a long distance damage being dealt out. Get Right's going to fall, and they should be pretty comfortable around here. Exist all alone, 18 points of health. Bombs dropped near long as well. And this should be 2-0 for G2.
Yeah, if Exist gets one more frag over here, that would be quite good for the CTs, but according to his HP, that shouldn't actually be a threat to any of the CTs here. Body already looking for the kill. Not gonna find him anywhere. So he's just pushing in. Finally, Body pulls the trigger. 2-0 in favor of G2, losing 2 men. Some damage has been dealt, but they got 3 kills on the MP9 wielding Smiths. So he's got a lot of cash to work with.
What are your thoughts on Body? I mean, he's been facing a lot of flack ever since he joined G2, but
it's never easy to join one of those squads that are supposed to be on the top, or they're always contesting those bigger teams. And now that, you know, you compare him to guys like Shox and Scream, 2 of the, well, arguably best aimers here in the scene, or at least in the top 10, top 15 of the aimers. It's never easy to look good against those guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And this having a slightly rough time. He's going to get 2 kills. Scream being taken down to 2 points of health, but he's going to be able to... Actually, Shox going to save Scream there. And 3-0 to G2. Let's see what NiP do have planned in their buy round. No ops coming out. They don't have the money. No bomb going down the first 3 rounds. But they do have a number of smokes to go with. And let's see. A dual op setup coming out here very early from G2. That's interesting. Smiths, no surprises there. And Body with the big green. Wonder where he's going to be playing that.
Yeah, that's just the MP9 money coming into play for the CTs. They still have a fairly good amount of money on Shox. We just picked up another triple kill with the MP9, so they have quite some room to work with. But they need to make this round count, and they get caught off guard by Get Right. Body already down and out. Good work by NiP, opening up the B bomb set. Get Right already capitalizes on his position. Look at that. He's just on the edge of the smoke, waiting for the CTs to make a mistake. Exist will holds down RPK, and Shox with an important trade for the CTs, but it's a little bit too late. He needs to find a frag through the smoke, but it's not happening, so it's a 4v2, and now it's a 4v1. Smith is going to run away for his life, and NiP win the first rifle round here.
Yep, and once again, that B-wall smoke execute, I mean, it's something many teams have been trying for quite a while now in Cobblestone, but the way NiP make it work, those crossfires, and especially Get Right lurking there so very well, almost unstoppable there. And I think that's one thing that G2 need to... Oh, nice shot from Smiths, though. He's going to get another one, and he might just be able to hold on to his op here. Forrest with the op, he managed to salvage off Body. So that's going to be a free op in the hands of NiP going to the next round. And Smith's holding onto his gun. They do have enough money. Maybe not, though. 8,000 on Shox. He could
Yeah,
drop
well,
a few guns here. And yep, they're going to be doing. They're just going to force this thing up. But just talking about NiP's B smoke executing to the B bomb site. it's so hard to really hold against that, mainly because how good GetRight is playing the smokes over there. And I've seen teams try to play a little bit more close to B plateau to ensure that even though the smokes do come in, they're inside the site, they're able to stop the play from NiP. But GetRight is just so bloody good, just entering to the B bomb site. And once again, the smokes being rained out by threats. This is like the bread and butter every single round on the T side here in Cobblestone.
And he's in the same position he was before, already being flanked though. RPK prepared for the push. But in the meantime, the squad of NiP made their way into A main. Now they want to capture A long as well. The CTs with an early rotation. RPK is going to be the man. Maybe he can be the myth and the legend as well. He picks up another frag onto Pit. Good frag for him. And NiP is split up quite far and thin around the map. They have Exist still in Dropper. But 2 terrorists on A main only, and Exist gets taken down. It looks like G2 can really stop them up. RPK with another stellar frag onto Freiburg, and Shox comes in to trade his teammate as RPK goes down. We have G2 up again with a 4-1 scoreline, and we have seen so many triple kills by the Frenchman already.
Yeah, the tank is out, and he's hungry for blood here. G2, they have everything to play for, and they're just gonna lay down and let NiP roll all over them. So 4-1 here with G2, starting with the CT side. So pretty nice start for them there. Once again, the op in the hands of Body, and Smith's look like it might be going a little aggro here. He's playing all alone in the A bomb side, trying to make as much noise as he can over in long. But the NiP, once again, Tech9 and Nama, and they're slowly now pushing in too long, where Smith is going to be finding a lot of action very soon. Completely blinded, but they have 2 men in the site.
Yeah, he's got Scream to work with, and together they will hold it down, at least stop that initial push. Smith with a good frag. Scream goes down to Freiburg though. Smith is still there, and RPK came in rotating as well. So G2 hold on, just losing 1 man against that eco round. Really important to keep your economy alive in those situations. You've seen people lose games because they lost too many men in the buy rounds.
Absolutely, and I think it was only Scream who was a casualty that round. RPK once again just coming in, and Smits, he's hitting the shots with the big green, and that's going to be a very good sign here for G2 on the map, which definitely favors NiP. But 5-1, and right now G2 are doing a pretty good job. That's going to actually force NiP to go for a full another eco. They have, apart from the 1 round which they won, I don't think they've been able to get the bomb down even once so far. So some pretty good holds coming out from the Frenchman.
Yeah, now Body is back where he was taken down by GetRight in the first rifle round. This time it's RPK to go down. Body with a good shot. Shox will get rid of Forest as well, even though he gets traded by Pit, and the terrorists could do some more damage. Even though they didn't have any armor, they did get 2 frags, so good job by NiP, even though it didn't, well, it wasn't enough. It's still at least giving them some amount of hope here.
Yeah, considering they just had, I think, Glocks and P250s, the fact they got 2 kills, so they should be pretty happy with that. But this is a little worrying for them. I don't know how worried they are, because they, like I said, they are the only team who have qualified. So even if they win or lose this game, it really doesn't matter to NiP. But considering how NiP's mentality is, I don't think they're the sort of guys who are just content, saying, hey, you know what, we've qualified already, we're just gonna leave this map and just give up this game, we don't really care. I don't think that of that nature, especially when you have players like GetRight who want to win each and every game they play, and Shox taking down GetRight through the smoke. The lurk not quite working out for GetRight, and NiP already a man down here early in the round. But they look like they're slowly inching their way over to the A bomb side with 3 members of G2. This is a very good read coming out from RPK and his men here.
Yeah, they seem to be up to the challenge here. Maybe they have gotten their hands on the strat book of Thread when he was playing at the major, so they snuck themselves in there while he was busy playing. He couldn't watch it. No, but at the same time, you talked about the competitive mindset of NiP and especially also GetRight. We can't forget about the history between those two. Well, not really the exact same teams, but some players in there, right?
Absolutely. Smits, Shox, Scream. I mean, I don't think the Ninjas want to lose against Frenchmen.
No, never.
Matter what.
Never. And I don't know that. Well, well, I don't want to say that, but I think the joke with Frenchmen and losing, everyone knows what I wanted to say. Forest with a team kill onto Pit in this execution. A 1-man advantage for the CTs already, thanks to Forest's team kill. And now the CT's just going to work on everyone. NiP gets a little slowed down there initially on that push. And I think that team kill by Forest was a huge part of that.
Absolutely. I think it was a little too chaotic there, like the counter flashes coming in. I think it was team flash as well. But looking at G2, they've just been losing the max to 2 guys, I think, so far. Look at the money. It's looking extremely good right now for at least more than half of the teammates. Smiths and Shocks at about $8,000. You have Body at $10,000. So they're looking very solid at the moment. And NiP, yeah, it's going to be the max bonus money coming in. A match pause being called. I think that might be a tactical pause, I guess, because NiP 7-1 down. I was not expecting this.
Yeah, and it's not a good start on the T side. As we already said at the very start of this game, it's more or less a 50-50 map, and you're supposed to put up some more resistance. As we walk through the rounds, you can see that the CTs never really ran into any problems. And the one round NiP won, that was a clutch.
Yeah, absolutely. And no, I think it was Smith's.
Yeah, it was Smith's in the end, but they didn't even get rid of his gun, and that was actually the factor that got the CTs back on track, because thanks to Smith saving the AWP, they bought up and they won the next round.
And also because of Get Right once again doing pretty good. I actually really haven't seen NiP do the B take again properly, like how they managed to pull it off using the standard execute to keep doing. So I'd like to see more of that again. You know, keep trying that until it completely breaks so far. So far, it's just been kind of spread out, and G2 have been getting these opening picks. Smiths especially, he's on 10 kills, just 1 death so far, and he's been really, really looking good with the AWP. And considering the next map's going to be Dust 2, which, if I'm not mistaken, is his favorite map, especially on the CT side. This could be a little worrying for the Ninjas in Pajamas. And NiP, light armor Tech 9 buy, why the hell not? Max money bonus should be coming in, even if they do lose this round, so... Just going to be trying to at least get the bomb down here. But G2, they're looking very solid now.
Yeah, and we take a small look at the other games. Na'Vi is up 5-3 against Mousesports on the first map, Dust 2. And Astralis against Fnatic is currently 4-1 in favor of Astralis. So
I'm honest not surprised about the Astralis game, because I wonder if Wenton, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's playing. If I'm not mistaken here.
Yeah,
but meantime though, 2 versus 2. How the hell did that happen? Because NiP, that was pretty much a very, very light buy. And they do have the M4 in the hands of Pit, who has armor as well to play with. RPK looking for the hunt, as C4 slowly falling back. And RPK should know this. It's no one in the B bomb side. And they're going to slowly rotate all the way back. He's going to leave Smiths inside of KFC with the AWP, just in case the NiP do double back. But now I don't think he heard him, but the CTs, they have an inkling that's going to be an A play. And now they have RPK, the tank himself. And Smiths, though, easy out. He's a little wary, wondering if NiP just might come out of drop zone, might be going for the backstab and whatnot. And RPK just holding the very safe angle from balcony. What are NiP going to try here?
What's the plan? They are going through connector, or at least they tried to do so. Smith with the CZ and the AWP as well, shutting them down. G2 read them like an open book. How is it possible? They knew exactly, or it seemed like they knew what NiP was up to, with Smith staying in connector. That was a big play by him.
That's a pretty smart play as well. They knew, I think they knew that just one of the members had an M4. RPK playing pretty safe over there. And Smiths, again, some great shots from him. The first one was CZ. Pit, I think he was the one with the M4, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he should have got that kill, if you ask me. But then Smith just peeking around the corner with the AWP, getting the kill. So Smith is really on fire at the moment. And NiP, though, full buy coming out, number of Molotovs and smokes to them. They're going to be going for the very expected B smoke execute, and this time they're not going to be going for any fakes, but it looks of it. Get Right dropping into the site already, and Body with the opposite scope.
Look at Get Right, he didn't see the CT behind the statue, and now he get away, but Body still gets killed by Exist. Oh, that was a little unfortunate for him. Good flanking by Forrest, or at least he holds on to the position against Shocks, making it a 5v3, and the CTs are pulling out of this round already. They're giving it up to NiP. They surrender this round to the Ninjas, but rightfully so. It is a 5-man hold on the B side.
So NiP won 2 rounds so far, including this round as well, and both the times it's because of that, the threat, now the very famous threat B smoke execute, where they didn't go for any fake. They had Get Right lurking near near plateau. He uses smoke. He was just looking at plateau. Then they had the 3 smokes coming in. At the same time, some flashes, a couple of flashes into the bomb site, and Get Right doing what Get Right does best, just lurking and just jumping into the smoke, playing it perfectly. And Body completely clueless. It was just scoping for so long. There misses a no scope as well, and Exit takes him down. And that's it. The bomb site was with NiP at that point. They got another kill, and G2 like, yeah, let's get the hell out of here. No need to gift our guns to them. And NiP, I want to see them try this strat until, you know, G2 figure out how to stop it. Because right now, both the times they tried this properly, they've not been able to prevent NiP from getting the bomb done, winning the round.
They can also use variations of the strategy with maybe not Get Right coming in from the platform, but somebody coming in from the drop zone as well. But let's see how they play it right now. Get Right is already in position, and of course it's him back on the side again. And the CTs really need to handle that position. They have 4 players in there, so in theory it should be okay for them. Get Right just runs into Body, gets the first frag, and second one, Get Right coming alive with his double kill. Scream tries to fight back. Good double kill by him, making it a 3v2 again, and the terrorists are caught out of position. Shocks as well, but he gets himself out of there with a kill onto Get Right, making it a 2v2 again. The bomb is about to be planted. Smith.
Frybog's got to hurry up here. Frybog's got to hurry up here. Oh, he's going to get taken down. Huge play for Smiths, though. Sorry, by Scream to get a double kill. And Smiths with a flick shot, but Shock's going to be able to pick up the kill. Triple kill from him. Huge plays, but once again, Get Right, man. Just opening up the site single-handedly, and Body just looking absolutely clueless on the B side. You can't allow Get Right to get, you know, to push in, get 2 kills and push in so deep there.
Yeah, it's time for Body to change his positioning. He wasn't successful on the B bomb set at all. I mean, he didn't get control of platform. He didn't hold on to the statue. Maybe just go for a completely different approach. And as he runs, well, he actually didn't run out of money. So he chooses to play the M4 instead to counter Get Right's play. And it's NiP's time to switch it up a little bit. Get Right is not switching it up, however.
And Body, oh, come on, man. Body, do something. Switch it up, please. He saw Get Right. He did see Get Right, and Get Right doesn't really give a damn. Like, oh, you saw me, I saw you too. Boom, there you go, you're dead. And Body's really got to try something. And I'd be doing the same bloody thing over and over and over and over again. And Body is just not able to do anything about it. That is, that's not a good sign.
Yeah, why is he still on statue? Should maybe go for the chicken hut. But yeah, we will see how he adjusts to this play. At the moment, it's not a big of a problem for G2. They lost 2 rounds now in a row, and it's definitely something that they can cope with. Looking at their money, they will still be able to buy up, even though it's not going to be a very strong buy. At least they have some weaponry.
Yeah, they might just be forcing it up in. But to be very honest, 9 rounds for G2 on the CD side, that's pretty impressive, to be very honest. And I swear to God, if NiP do the same thing again, and if Body's not able to hold it down, I'm just gonna. They don't have the money, then this time it's just got it from us. Switching it up this time around, Scream going really aggressive, and I don't know if Get Right's gonna be expecting this.
He surely isn't. Body is there, finally takes revenge on Get Right. I don't know if anyone kept the score between the 2 players, but it's probably 4-1 or something in favor of Get Right. Pit with a good trade onto Scream, but he in the first place got that frag with the Max 7, so he was the guy in the worst position. Frybog flashing himself out of drop zone. Good play by him.
The revenge of Body, but instantly negated by the revenge of NiP and Frybog. Triple kill from the man, and that's got to be 9-4. Ninjas in pajamas finally getting some win in the sales, and finally G2 is kind of broke.
Yeah, that's a chance for the Swedes to pull it back even further. At least a 9-5 would be possible, and the CTs would be on a bye again in the last round. So they have to buy their time for now, maybe go for a stack somewhere. They should be able to tell what NiP is up to, but of course the Swedes will change it up just in time to avoid a stack.
Yep, and let's see what... Yep, the Ninjas should have a pretty good read on G2's money here, but they are just pushing in really fast here into the A bomb site. And G2 know though, but they have nothing to play with, just USP, so they're going to be needing a lot of luck on this side if they're going to be doing any more damage onto NiP, because NiP just have all the weaponry they need to play with. And it should be a flawless round into the Ninjas, and that's going to make it 9-5. And for G2, they're going to go into the last round with a decent amount of money. They should be go for a pretty decent buy. But they should be definitely looking for at least a 10-5, or else a 9-6. It's a pretty good score for Ninjas, for Ninjas in Pajamas if they manage to pull it off. Because at one point it looked very, very bad for them. I think it was 8-1 or something at one point.
It was, and G2 made it a little easier for NiP to come back thanks to them not being able to cope with that get right play on Statue. Let's see how this last round will fare. Body taking down Pit, a cheeky little frag from the side. Just some instigating blows. Won't really matter too much because the terrorists will be able to buy up anyway. And so will the CTs. G2 will go for one orb to start it off with. And it will drop it to Body, so he's back on the big green. Let's see where he goes. Maybe he will stay at the A side, but he looks at B.
I don't know, man. I mean, Smits has been hitting some nasty shots with the big green. He's been so stable, and opting to give the op to Body, I don't know. They do just have the one man that is Smits. Yeah, Smits once again over in long with the M4A1 this time around, and Body. Same position once more, but this time he has Scream to back him up. And Body, man, I think he's going to be getting flashback. Misses the shot into Get Right. Once again, Get Right just somehow managed to sneak in again. And I swear, if he gets another 2 kills, I'm just going to be very, very annoyed. No,
not this time around, no. It's the CTs coming back in the round with a 2-man advantage. And NiP stacked up on the side. At least they will get the bomb planted, so the time is running in their favor. But RPK will take down Forest. Now exists time to shine. Picks up one together with Pit. Pit alone against 2. He's down to 10 HP, and RPK will finish the job. G2 make it 10-5. And they will keep Ninjas at arm's length.
Yep, once again, look, I'm not the sort of guy who, you know, jumps on a new player. I'm not the sort of guy, oh my god, this guy sucks or whatnot. But Body is just looking absolutely clueless on the B side. I think it might be a little relief right now that they're playing on the T side, because even though he had the op there, he didn't manage to get a single kill, if I'm not mistaken. It was Screamy kind of saving Body that round as well, taking down, I think it was Get Right or Python. I think it was Get Right, yeah. So Body not having the best of days, but at the same time, if you look at the other members of G2, everyone's having a pretty good time here. RPK was pretty impressive early in the half. Smith has been a monster. There's Scream and Shoxy as well doing the job. So 10-5, very, very respectable. Pretty good score for G2. And to be very honest, I mean, NiP, they've just been trying the same strat over and over again on the B-bomb side. They haven't tried anything new. And I don't know. I mean, like I said, is there any substance to this theory that NiP really, they don't really have to try much anyways in this game? While G2 have everything to lose if they lose against NiP. So, I mean, there are gonna be a lot of people who are gonna be, coming up with all these conspiracy theories that NiP are not really trying hard. They're just throwing the game and whatnot. But I don't think so. I think NiP is just feeling pretty confident. But I'm a little surprised, like I said, to not see any variation in how they're playing the T side from Threat. It was just the same thing again and again.
On the other side, well, we have Smith and GetRight being good friends. So just to fuel the conspiracy theories a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, they are really good friends.
Yeah, but, it's still a game.
I'm not serious. NiP will try the very best to get this game over with and win this one as well, because they want to show the scene that they are back. Even though Pit was just the same like Body, he got a lot of hate as well when he joined NiP. Or, a lot of doubt, let's call it doubt, because I think NiP's fans are really one of the most loyal fans as well. And they are used to having somebody that is considered a little weaker than the rest of the squad, but lives up to those moments when you need him.
Are you referring to Fifth Lauren?
No, not at all.
Well, it's going to be the pistol round here. Freiburg with the kit. He's got a nade as well. He's just spawning out drop while G2 are gearing up his drop play. They do have... It's almost like the same thing NiP tried, but this time it's going to be just 4 men pushing into the drop zone. Freiburg with the nade, not going to do any damage from charging on the B-bomb side, and Pit opening things up with a double headshot.
Yeah, that's him living up to the expectations or to the hopes of the fans, and NiP will shut them down completely. Stopping point B bomb side for G2. Maybe they're trying the same play that GetRight went for in the next rounds.
Oh, that was some very, very neat shots coming out from Pith and Get Right. Complete utter shutdown, and NiP, they're not quite out of it yet here. They're still just trailing by 4 rounds, and it could definitely go either way. They do have a pretty mixed buy. UMP on Forest, they do have the M4 on Pith. He did get the triple kill, and Get Right.
Oh, there he is again. Double, triple before he goes down to Scream. Good job by Get Right, holding on to drop zone. Pit almost shot his teammate there, but, well, it's up to Shox. What can he do against the 4 CTs here? He's got a Tech 9, so not the best weapon to use in the long ranges. He needs to close the distance a little bit if he wants to stand a chance. He makes it happen onto Forest, though. The Legend will be furious about that. Pit with another kill, so it's Pit and Get Right. Together they make it happen for NiP.
And Get Right must have been flush with money. He's still gonna go for the swag 7 by 3 great shots from him there. He must be salivating. The second is shot, 3 guys just jumping down the drop zone. And pretty much the same buy once more. They do have, I think the UMP switched. I think Forrest had the UMP. He's gonna switch it up for an MP9. And for Kangwin though, they just have a couple of P250s. Once more trying to perhaps go for this B side. And do you feel like, I've seen this a lot right now, I've heard quite a few people talking about it as well, that it's almost like the A bomb on Cobblestone is pretty much non-existent.
Yeah, if you ask Mouseboards, they probably argue differently, but they weren't too successful on Cobblestone in the past week, so yeah, you're kind of right, and it has been like that for a long time, actually.
Absolutely, and I think that's the one thing, like, I do like this map because it gives us so many games, but at the same time, at one point I just feel like it's a little too one-dimensional. RPK takes on Forest with the Glock. And it's a 2v3. Considering they barely invested anything whatsoever, this is looking pretty good to be exists down 30 points of health. And Freiburg.
Oh, burst by RPK coming out onto Freiburg. That's not gonna work out well. But yeah, as if they had heard us, of course they will rotate back to the A-bomb side.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, sorry we heard you guys. And well, the op is gonna come out and Pith. And the money is pretty comfortable for NiP, and 8 to 10. It's not just 2 rounds separating these two teams. And G2, I'm very curious to see what they're gonna try on their buy round.
This is gonna be key here. I mean, if they lose this round, NiP would draw this game. Possibly. I mean, with the following eco or a forced buy, the chances would increase at least.
Get right. The that guy is just so good with almost any gun, man. Like, I don't even have any words. But he's gonna rotate all the way over to A, and I'm a little curious why. An inkling coming out from NiP that this might be a faster A play coming out, but instead it's gonna be the drop play coming out by the looks of things from G2. They just have Exist to contend with right outside drop and Pith with the op inside the B bomb side. A lot of action coming in here.
Ah, that's the first one for the terrorists, and now Pit is left alone at statue just like Body. He goes down, of course. RPK with a second kill. He's doing so well today. Forrest and Freiburg, the last 2 men alive. One with the MP7, so he doesn't have too much to lose. He sticks around for some exit frags, picks up RPK. Good job on that one. But Forrest is not in a position to help his teammate out, so they will, of course, go for the save. Never contest a 5v2.
I'm a little curious why Get Right rotated that fast. I mean, if he was still lurking outside a drop, in drop with that swag 7 of his, he could have done a lot of damage, maybe picked up a frag as well and conveyed information to his teammates. But the fact he rotated so fast over to A, I don't know if NiP heard a sound. I don't think they heard a sound because G2, all of them are clustered around drop. So I'm a little curious about the decision. And that's pretty much the reason they lost that round so fast.
Maybe the bigger problem was NiP being unsure about what's going to happen on A, and Freiburg having the MP7 wasn't really, or was it, yeah, MP7. He probably didn't feel too safe in that position he was, so he called in Get Right to boost him up onto the wall.
Perhaps, but that decision did cost him that round. But once again, it's going to be a buy round. They didn't manage to save 2 guns, so pretty decent buy coming out. Pith once again with the big green, and Get Right is just gonna be a swag can get with the swag 7 over in drop zone. Molotov's raining in. He's not going to be able to. He's not going to take any damage. And here they come pushing into the B bomb site here.
Oh, good first shot by Pit, but he got sprayed by Smith, and he didn't get the kill. He just got the leg shot. Of course, assisted by Exist, he will get the frag in the end, even though it was Exist picking it up. Was mainly Pit doing the damage. To Scream with another headshot onto Exist, capturing the bomb site and keeping the CTs from getting back in there. Get-Right and Forest need to set up something really good over here. But as far as falls to body, it's only Get-Right there, and he seems to contest this round, and he makes it happen on 1v2 now. Get-Right down to 48, but he still has some time to work with. He's got the defuse, but no equipment to toss at the terrorists. And they have a good position. Shock's holding close. Smith's going for the far distance. And Get-Right realizes that he can't break into this double stack by the terrorists. He gives up this round. And G2 will inch away a little further from the Ninjas. 12-8 now.
12-8 indeed. And there was a very fast play coming in, and once again that op in the B side is just being very important, if you ask me. Even in the hands of body earlier on for G2 on the B side, and once again for Pit, it's just not clicking for him. And Get-Right, he does manage to salvage at AK-47. Should be an eco run coming out from NiP. They do have a few nades. Might be a B nade stack coming out. Well, Get-Right just lurks alone. I would advise against that though. He should stick around with one of his teammates because he's the only guy with the gun. Yep, they're just going to stack together over in B. Though this could be quite explosive here.
Yeah, and expensive or maybe even unsuccessful for G2. Good flashes allow RPK to get the first frag. He gets traded though, and the CTs with 3 frags. Stream and Shock still standing, but that is only Shock's left alive. He's got 1 frag on the board already, but he's surrounded by CTs. They have spotted the bomb as well. And if they double peek him here, it's gonna be really hard for him to defend himself. Exist comes in. Oh, it took him quite long to get the frag. But in the end, it's Ninjas coming back with the 1 AK in the hands of Get-Right and the right guess to make.
And just that 1 AK, man. Just that 1 AK. That's the difference you can make in a team. You know, if you have someone like Get-Right. And wow. I'd not expect that to happen, but NiP with a great read. And once again, G2, I mean, why the hell not, right? If you're just going to play the odds, you might as well assume 80% of the time the T's is just going to come charging into the B bomb site. Maybe a little earlier, maybe a little late, but I think it's a pretty safe bet to make that. You know what? These guys just might come into B, just have a stack over here. So
yeah,
pretty predictable.
Maybe that's the reason why NiP went for A when they were up against an eco round. They did that quite often. In G2, left with those 3 guns. They can get an opening frag somewhere. But they are very defensively set up on the B bomb site, being smoked off still. The only option is A at the moment. They just have to buy their time for now, and it looks like they want to go for an A split.
And I like this boost coming out from Freiburg. I don't think you have spotted out anyone boosted here so far this round. And he does have Forrest as well, the legend. Patrick Lindbergh just waiting, marking his teammates back. And for G2, they do have Shocks trying to make some noise. And more importantly, I think it's going to be coming down to Smiths. He's been amazing with the op so far, but especially mainly on the CT side. Now, if you can get the opening pick here, could be big. Ooh.
Yeah, the drop play has been, well, started as well, but stopped by Get-Right in its tracks. Scream is left alone in that crossfire by the CTs. And I would have liked to see G2 at least make that wraparound possible with the drop play. But Get-Right was there, shutting them down straight away. It was really NiP's positioning that didn't allow G2 to get that cheeky strategy going.
Absolutely. The fact that Freiburg got 2 kills from that boosted spot over there, the element of surprise working out for NiP. And Get-Right, I mean, this guy, 20 kills already, man.
In 22 rounds as well. That's almost a kill every single round.
That's bloody impressive. He's his own, and his counterpart on the other side, Shocks as well. He's been really playing out of his mind. Actually, most of them, like 20 kills with Shocks, Scream, RPK, and Smiths on 16, 18, 15, thereabouts. And Body gonna open things up. Forrest is gonna go down to the 1 dig. And it looks like they have the op salvage from him.
Yeah, that could be a problem in the later stages of this round if the terrorists get the bomb planned. Body with another frag, Get-Right with a triple though from the doorway, making it a 2v3 again. The bomb is not ticking yet, and Exist angles this nade around like a pool player. Took out Smith straight away, and Get-Right will make it a quad kill. keeping this round in control for NiP. It was about to slip away thanks to Body's double kill.
Yeah, don't give him an op, just give him a deagle. There was some really nasty shots coming out from Body there. And 11 to 12, just one round separating the Swedes from the Frenchmen here. And they are definitely bringing it back. Get right once again. Was that how many kills did he get the previous round?
4.
Quad kill, man. It was, of course, a very light buy, almost a pretty much an eco round coming out, but they did get a little hairy of Body with its two deagle kills, and now G2 just slowing things down a little bit, and Forest all by his lonesome over in Long, just lurking, and Freiburg as well. G2 just trying to slow things down. We haven't seen as much, to be honest, from both the teams. Most of them haven't gone for any late plays to speak of. It's mostly been, you know, pretty early executes coming out from them. So this is interesting, as Forest is just gonna get the first kill, but RPK, quick trade.
Yeah, that was important to keep it alive for the terrorists. Freiburg is there to plug the hole in case the terrorists would have made a big play or a quick play. He would have been there to keep them at bay at least for a few more seconds. And now it's B execution by the terrorists. Not really an execution, it's just a push in there. The CTs quickly get demolished by Smith and Shocks. The double S is coming in. Getright and Freiburg with the rotation. They want to contest this round. They know the terrorists are quite low on HP, and Getright will dispose of Smith. Goes around the corner, another one for Getright. And he might ring off RPK as well, and that's it. NiP make the 2v3 go their way thanks to the triple by Getright. What a game by him.
This guy's just laying down the law at the moment. He is just shutting it down. 27 kills already, the 25th round, and the scores are tied now. And G2, they're gonna be feeling a little nervous at the moment here. There's a light buy coming out. They should be able to buy into the next round pretty comfortably with the max money bonus coming into effect as well. Getright has just been a sheer wall. He hears them coming into the drop zone. He's waiting for them to make this play here.
Yeah, they're wrapping around the A bomb site though. Getright just has to maintain control for now, and then they can get that push, and the bomb carrier gets dropped. Body goes down. The CTs know where the C4 is lying. They have it under control as well, and the terrorists are spread across the map. Shocks tries to pull it back with his P250. He makes it happen as well with a double kill. But Getright is still alive. And as long as he's alive, the CTs will be able to pull it back. There is Pit with that autoscope kill. So it's only Scream with 16 HP. M4A4 picked up by him. With 1 minute on the clock, maybe he can do something about it. But the CTs have good positions around the bomb. It's virtually impossible for him to even get there.
Yeah, even if he gets those one-tap headshots, it's not going to work out. It's going to be impossible. It's 16 points of health. And NiP are going to be in the lead here, 13 to 12. For G2, like I said, they should be able to go for, pretty much a full buy here. I don't know if they're going to be able to see an op, however. Or will they?
It depends on how they feel. And if the I don't know if the AWP could actually help them, you know? At the moment, the problem is rather something else, and that's Getright at the moment.
Getright's always in a problem for most teams who aren't NiP. The thing is, right now, I mean, the AWP has been pretty ineffective, apart from Smith's being absolutely beast mode on the CD side. And Scream right now just going to be trying to holding on to this rifle that's going to enable him to at least, try and buy a little bit more of resources here. Going into the 26th round. This is looking very, very tight indeed. Extremely tight, actually. And G2 might just be feeling... I'm wondering what the scores are right now with Na'Vi and Fnatic as well.
Well, let's check it out real quick. Astralis against Fnatic is in the second half already. It is 14 to 5 in favor of Astralis.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, let's see. Well, G2 needs to win both maps anyway, so if they lose this first map, it's virtually over for them. They won't have a chance to qualify to the LAN anymore. So all the hopes lie on those maybe, 4 rounds they want to win. And there is Shocks opening up from drop zone. He's quickly surprised. It exists as well. Even though Pit is able to pull it back a little bit, he gets taken out by Smith, and the terrorists have rumped into the B bomb site. Look at the clock, 1 minute 15, such a quick push by the Frenchman. Forrest is coming in from behind, but he will be expected already. Yes, he will. Smith has spotted him. shouldn't be possible for us to get in there anymore. And he realizes that as well. Goes back and tries to save for the next round. G2 are back.
That was a ball to the wall play coming out from G2, just speeding things up a little bit, catching NiP with the pants down, and they have the auto, and even the auto sniper not able to land a shot. There are great shots coming from Shock, so he got the very crucial 2 opening kills. And Forrest all alone here, duking up with Screamy. And Screamy is just gonna win that easy peasy, no worries for him. 13-13, and well, G2, man, like, you gotta feel for them. Like you said, if they do, just correct me if I'm wrong, if they lose this game, I think they're tied right now with
Na'Vi.
With Na'Vi, yeah, but if Na'Vi lose both the games and G2,
well, yeah, right. I actually forgot about Na'Vi.
Yeah, if Na'Vi lose both the games and G2, even if they lose Cobblestone, they win Dust 2, they're through.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's over if they lose this particular one map, and G2 fast A play coming out from them. This again might just catch out NiP, but Freiburg's waiting for them.
Oh, not anymore. He's
anymore.
waiting for his teammates to join him in the grave as the CTs are trying to hold down that push. GetRight flashes himself through the smoke with the Max 7 in hand. He could run into Scream, but of course the Belgian player is up to the task. Already makes it a 5v3 as Forrest pulls it back to a 4v3. The CTs don't have too many options to retake the bomb site with. No grenades anymore except for the flash and the HE for Pit and Forrest. So they pull back already. Forrest tries to get himself an AK maybe on an exit frag.
The money's dire right now in NiP because it's got to be 14-13. Forrest still manages to pick up another kill, but like I said, the money's going to be pretty much completely reset. And for NiP, what you gonna do now? They could force it up, but the other 2 players are just gonna have maybe a couple of pistols, perhaps. Yeah, just $2,000. Forrest costs $3,000, so he could drop an M4, but he won't have any resources remaining if he does that.
Yeah, he does that, but they won't. Well, they barely have any grenades to work with. Well, okay. Yep. GetRight goes for the Max 7, so he has some money left for the grenades. Well, if G2 play it slow this time around and just try to suck up all that utility, NiP will have a really bad time in this round.
Absolutely, and Exist still with the auto sniper. I didn't manage to salvage it from the previous round. 14-13. If G2 manage to win this one, they have pretty much broken ninjas in pajamas, and they should be able to close it out 16-13. But it's not over yet.
Oh, there goes Forrest. At least one, and some info for the CTs as well.
And a lot of damage as well on his Screaming Shocks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. But now that Freiburg goes down and GetRight is not in a position, and he doesn't have the right weapon to do anything about that push anymore. And terrorists will get their foothold on the A-bomb side, and Scream with a good instinct, just spraying through the smoke, expecting GetRight to be there somewhere.
And Pit and Exist, what are they going to do? Pit's still waiting, he's announcing himself, and he's going to take a ton of damage, I think, through the doors, and Pit just holding back here. It looks like they just might be playing for overtime by the looks of things.
Yeah, they don't have
no money remaining. Yep, absolutely no money to speak of, and Pit, kind of looking the wrong way.
But that kind of saves his life, in a way. Maybe Shox would have been able to spot his barrel from that position.
The G2, map point, they should be feeling very, very comfortable here. And NiP, the money, yeah, they can of course go for the... I'm not surprised, I wouldn't be surprised to see the shotgun coming out again on GetRight, but the rest of the teammates are just going to have to do with perhaps a UMP, maybe 5.7 utilities perhaps. Because money is looking very, very bad for NiP here. And G2, this is a chance, this is their chance. They're absolutely like... You know, I don't know if it's going to work on in Dust 2. Like I said, it's Counter-Strike. Anything could happen. But this is their golden chance to make it happen, to win this one map. And it's still not over. I mean, you know, Na'Vi could win as well. They could win their first map as well. So, G2, what you going to do now?
Speaking of Na'Vi, let's focus on this round for now. The halftime score between Na'Vi and Mousebots was 10-5 in favor of Na'Vi. And
on Cash?
On Dust 2.
Oh, Dust 2. Oh, alright. Cash is next. Yes. I forgot that.
And it's 11-10 now. So a very close affair as well. It's gonna go down the wire tonight. That's really cool to see all the games being played at the same time as well. It's really, really fun.
It's rare that, you know, when you have a league with so many teams that it really does come down to the wire here. And Smiths missing a very easy shot onto Freiburg. Freiburg's going to get the first kill. That is not a good start for G2 here. And Scream opting to toss away the AWP, making sure no one gets their hands on it from the NiP side. But a man advantage here for NiP on a very, very, very sparse buy indeed. They have barely any resources to play. They just have the one Molotov and Forest, who's pushing it pretty deep into long. He's going to be able to get a lot of information. And that's going to rotate all the CTs over to the B-bomb side.
Body with an important frag on to get right, he makes it a second, but Existus pulling it back. Pit is there as well. A 1v2 in favor of the CT. Scream makes it a 1v1, and he doesn't exactly know where Forrest is coming from. Somehow he expects him, and he takes the duel. Scream with a headshot onto Forrest with another triple kill.
Christ.
Wow,
Okay,
G2 win this first map against NiP.